it's not perfect. And I feel like when you have acne prone skin, your skin will never be perfect, and that's fine. Like, I just really do believe if you have really like loving yourself, if you have a problem, you know, if you're not satisfied with something, you know, that you're going through, it's about living with it and living with it the best you can, you know. So I had acne, and it's like, okay, this is just in my genes, I guess, but let me try my best to keep it under control. But I'm going to accept myself with this acne. I'm not going to be ashamed.
One more lock and a little more shade. Or maybe I just need just one more lock and a little more shade.
Hey you guys, this is Michelle Lauren J. Welcome to Shea Butter Queen. Shea Butter Queen is a YouTube that I started to support my Shea Butter Queens, to support us in building wealth. When I say building wealth, I mean building wealth financially, I mean building wealth spiritually, mentally, creatively, just becoming your best self. And I'm on my journey to become my best self, and I just want to bring you guys along, and hopefully you guys can help me along the way as I can help you guys along the way. So let's get into the video. So what is this video gonna be about? This video is gonna be all about skin. Skin is a very sensitive subject to me because I've been dealing with acne for like ever since I was in middle school. And when I tell you, acne is like the worst thing, not the worst thing, but it is not fun, especially because we're in this movement of everybody like, oh, on Instagram, you know what I'm saying, they're like, oh my god, fresh face, and it's just like no makeup. But it's like, when you have acne, you don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, like you want to feel confident. And not saying you can't feel confident, you know, with your acne, because you can, but what about if you just want clear skin? Everybody wants clear skin, like period. And you got everybody, you know, saying, oh my god, no makeup and all that, kind of like putting down people that wear makeup, which is just like, that's not cool either. So I made it my mission to clear up my acne, which I feel like I've been doing this. I've been working on this for years, and I just want to share to you guys, you know, what I've been doing. So fast forward, rewind back to high school and middle school. I've always had acne. I hated it. Like I said, it was just embarrassing. It was just like not fun, and I've always had like dark spots. So I went to a dermatologist, and mom was like, well, why don't you just go to a dermatologist? So I'm like, cool, sounds about right. Went to the dermatologist. She put me on some pills. I forgot the name of it because it was so long ago, but it was just some, I had to take pills, you know, I had to take pills, and I had to use like tropical creams. I use like a tropical cream in the morning and at night. And she put me on what is that face wash, Cetaphil? I think it's like a very like sensitive face wash because I had sensitive oily skin. So she put me on that, which was like, all right, cool. And then I had the pills. Months later, my skin started to clear up. I said, hallelujah. You know, I was looking good, my skin looking good. Yes. So I'm like, yeah, okay, this actually works. Just take pills. And then weeks go by, months go by, acne comes back. Go back to the dermatologist. What's going on? She just tells me, she's like, oh, you didn't need something stronger. I was already taking these pills, and now I gotta take even, you know, stronger pills and, you know, stronger creams to put on my face. Like, that doesn't seem safe. Boy! Like, that doesn't seem safe. And my mom was like, yeah, maybe you should just try it another way. So stop using dermatologist stuff, and I'm just like really bummed because I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm about to go, I was a senior at this time. I was like, I'm about to go into college, and it was my senior summer, and all of these pimples started to show up on my face again. So I was wearing makeup, and luckily, you know, not luckily, but at the time I was into makeup, so I was wearing makeup, so I was covering up. Get to college, and I'm kind of just still trying to figure out my skin. I bought so many over-the-counter tropical creams, and at that point it's still medicine because it's just like not as much as, you know, what the doctors would give you, but it's still medicine, you know. So I'm using all of this stuff. My diet is not good. It's fast food, pretty much eating whatever I want, which is a lot of cheesy stuff, a lot of meat, just, you know, just being, I guess, say normal, because all my family ate like that and everybody that was around ate like that. But I was the only one having these effects. I was the only one with a piece of face. But anyway, so I went to college, and yeah, my skin was just messed up. I was gonna cuss, but it was just messed up. But I did find a boyfriend there, and it got to the point where I was really embarrassed to like take off my makeup because I didn't want him to see me with my acne, you know, because it's just not cool, you know. He's spending the night and I gotta take off my makeup, and it's like, oh, I didn't know you had this, I know you had this, I didn't know you had that there, you know. So but I got over it, and I was just kind of just, you know, going with the motions. And then I ended up getting on birth control. Got on birth control, and what happened? My skin cleared up, and I was like, what? I've heard all these stories about people on birth control. They gained weight, their acne got worse, but I had the opposite. So I got on birth control, and my skin was clear. I was like losing weight, because at the time I was bigger, way bigger than what I am now. I was at least like 195 or like 190, but I got on birth control. I lost weight, honey. My skin was clear. I was like, this is cool, you know. And I'm still not really like researching skin per se. I'm just like buying whatever I see. So I'm really kind of not understanding, you know, why my skin was breaking out and understanding how to make my skin better. I just knew I was on birth control, and I just knew that my skin was getting better. Okay, so fast forward, my skin is good, I'm losing weight, I'm living my best life, my college life, I'm looking good, and my boyfriend ends up moving away. So I decided to not get on birth control anymore because I really didn't need it anymore. And I never really like, I have no problems with being on birth control or anybody that uses it, but for me, I didn't want to be on birth control long term because of the effects. And I started to get into health, and I started to research the effects of birth control, and I was just like, maybe I should just step away. I want to have some kids someday. No offense to people that use birth control. I don't, you know, no offense, because I did it. So I got on birth control. And I got off of birth control. No, I was on birth control, and then I got off of birth control. And I had a fear, you guys. Like, I was like having anxiety, like, yo, when I get on birth control, when I get off on birth control, my skin is just gonna like explode again. So I got on birth control, right? But at the time me getting off birth control, like I said, I mentioned that I was getting into health. I was eating healthier. I became a vegan. So I was like, well, this should help, right? I've heard that, you know, your diet affects what you know, your diet affects your skin. So I got off of birth control, and no acne came back. My skin was just continually, you know, getting better. And I was like, this is cool. And then I started to really get into health, and I started to research, so why did my skin all of a sudden get better? When you're on birth control, the birth control I was on, it had it was an estrogen based birth control. Estrogen is, you know, the female hormone production. So that was my base. So I was taking that, and my skin got better. And this led me to believe that before, I had a low count of estrogen levels in my body. And when you have a low count of estrogen levels, it affects your skin, it causes obesity, it can cause a lot of things. So that, I feel like that's what was happening. So then when I got on the birth control, it increased those levels, and, you know, all those symptoms kind of went away. And then, you know, to naturally increase those estrogen levels, you have to eat a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables, a lot of nuts and seeds. And of course, I was on this vegan diet, and that's what I was eating. So my skin was still looking good. It was the best it had ever looked in my life. So I was like, cool, you know, living good, you know what I mean? And then, turn for the worst, I went to London. I studied abroad to London my senior year, and this was fall 2018. I went to London. I'm looking good, you guys, because, you know, I've lost the weight, my skin is good, I'm ready to have a good old time. I was in a dorm, and we had a meal plan. Now, I don't know about other countries, but I know in London, in my school, a lot of stuff they use a lot of dairy. Literally everything has cheese in it. Everything has cheese, everything has milk. And that's, I mean, I had to eat at the meal plan because I wasn't trying to spend no pounds. I'm a broke college kid, I'm already studying abroad, and I needed to eat. So I was still not eating meat, but I was eating a lot of like cheese and dairy. And what started to happen? Pimples. You guessed it. So what did this lead me to believe? Change my diet, incorporate a lot of dairy, I get pimples. you know. So I'm just like, ain't this a you know. So I'm just connecting the two dots. I'm like, okay, I know for sure my diet affects my skin. I know for sure that, okay. And so I'm just like, oh freak, what do I do now? So my skin was breaking out, but it wasn't like too bad. It was still under control, and I wore makeup at the time, so it wasn't like horrible. It didn't like break out like, oh my god. But then I was like, as soon as I get back home to the States, I'm going on a cleansing diet, and I'm getting my skin back. We live, baby. We gotta come back. I cannot have I was not going back to acne. I was not doing it. You feel what I'm saying? Not doing it. So came back to the States, and then I went on the Dr. Sebi's diet. I cleaned out my system, girl. It was hard, the alkaline diet, but I did that for like 2 months. My skin was getting a lot better. Now you don't have to go to this extreme, because it's very hard and it takes a lot of work, but I'm telling you, my skin cleared up like that. So I went on the diet, and I was taking vitamins. So the vitamins that I was taking, I wrote it down. I still take these vitamins: vitamin B, zinc, and vitamin C, and I had like omega-3s. I had the little, like the C kind of form. And then these vitamins are good for your skin, because vitamin B3 is really good for your skin. If you have eczema, if you have any skin problems, vitamin B is really good. Zinc is really good. I did my research, and it said that a lot of people with acne, you know, have low levels of zinc in their body. So I started using zinc. That helped my skin out a lot. But the thing about zinc is that zinc is so, you don't want to have too much zinc, so I only take zinc about once a week, but I take the vitamin B every single day. And then my omega-3, I'll just sprinkle the seeds on my food. I don't do it a lot, but I do it sometimes. And I eat a lot of fish. So, oh, I forgot to mention, I'm not vegan no more, but I still like to eat a lot of vegan food. I will do another video on my diet and what I'm eating. If you guys are interested in, comment down below. So eat a lot of fish, you know, I'm getting all those, you know, the fish oil, my omega-3 ends, and I was taking vitamin B and vitamin C, which is an immune booster, and vitamin C also has like a lot of I can never say this word, antioxidants in it. So I was taking all that when I was on the Dr. Sebi diet, and I was taking vitamin D. Vitamin D is kind of just really good to absorb. It helps your body absorb all the rest of the vitamins. And I was doing the Dr. Sebi diet. So I was doing the Dr. Sebi's diet. I just realized I got y'all confused. I eat fish now, but at the time I wasn't eating fish, so I was taking the omega-3s, but I still take the omega-3s to this day. So anyway, so I was doing the Dr. Sebi's diet, and then I was taking those vitamins, and like I said, my skin just cleared up rapidly. And then yeah, so it was all good. So I did the diet for 2 months, and I was like, I don't want to do this diet for the rest of my life. It was just too hard, and I needed to just chill out a little bit, you know. Like I said, I'll do another video on my diet and, you know, my diet journey, because I've literally tried everything vegan, meats and vegetables, all of that. But yeah, so I did that. And then I was just like, okay, I'm gonna start eating normal again. But of course, I had this fear of acne coming back. And then I was like doing some research, and it was like, try drinking teas. Basically, teas without sugar are herbs. Oh my god, you guys. If you have acne, or not even, if you're just watching this video and you just want to become a healthier person, please incorporate teas in your diet. So they are the bomb. I drank teas, and I feel like that was like the icing on top. My skin was already becoming better, but I would have a little bit of, you know, pimples when I had that period. Once I started taking those teas, honey, it was a wrap. No makeup all year long, because the skin was just gorgeous after that. So the tea, so I take peppermint tea. Peppermint tea is good because it balances out your hormones. And then Chamomile tea, I think I said that right, it's good because it has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties in it, and it help with like my acne scars. And then also it helps like with, you know, menstrual cramps. And peppermint tea also, so they both, like, you know, balance out the hormones. And I also take ginger tea. Ginger tea is good for your digestive system, and if you have a good digestive system, then it's easier for your skin to become better, because if your digestive system is good, you know, you don't have a lot of gunk in your system, a lot of toxins, then your skin can just flourish like cool. Like, you ever seen a healthy person and you like, I know they be eating their fruits and vegetables, like I know they do. That's what that tea does for you. So those are mostly all the teas that I take. So there's my skin journey. To sum it up, what y'all need to be doing to get good skin. Well, first I have to say, I'm not a professional. I didn't go to school for that. I'm just a person that had a lot of pimples on her face and wanted to, you know what I'm saying, handle that situation. But I'm just gonna sum it up for you guys on what you all should do if you have oily, sensitive, and hormonal acne. So first thing, my skincare routine. In this video, you don't hear me talk about products, because I am honestly a firm believer of, you know, what you put in your body reflects out. So none of the products that I really used like did a like 360 change on me. So I'm like, let me just keep it simple. You see all of these people on YouTube doing their skincare routine, spending $50, $60, $80. I don't know about you, but I don't have that much money. So my skincare routine, the only thing I use is African black soap, which is like $4.99 at the beauty supply store, and Shea Butter. You know what? Do I have it over here? Let me get it. I use Shea Butter to moisturize, and my African black soap, but I'm not going to get it because it's in the shower. And I also use tea tree scrub to, you know, scrub my face, the Body Shop. And I'm telling you, that is all I do. Literally, that's all I do, you guys. Because I'm saying, like, you have all these people talking about use all these products. You really do not need to do that. Just get you something simple. And my skin likes simple. My skin likes natural products. So that's pretty much my skincare routine. African black soap, wash it in the morning time, and at night with my Shea Butter when I feel like I need to scrub my face, the Body Shop tea tree scrub. That's all I do. That's what this video, I didn't want to make this video a product video. I wanted to make it things that can really help, you know, last, you know, make your skin good forever, you know. And then, like I said, the teas that you should be drinking is ginger tea, chamomile tea, and peppermint tea. Those are my top 3 that I drink. And then the vitamins by day are vitamin B, and I take a probiotic, and then vitamin C. So those are pretty much the ones I take every single day. Just take zinc once a week, and then my omega-3s. I try to incorporate that in my food. Like if I have something plant-based, I'll just like sprinkle it on there. That works really good. And I know a lot of people, they found that taking fish oil really helps their skin too. So you can just try that. And you see I still got a little bit of scars right here and a little bit mark right there. But this is me, no makeup. I just did my eyebrows, and yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you guys later.